Have you ever been to Venice? It's one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Over 15 million tourists visit the city every year. It has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site for over 25 years. Venice is made up of 118 small islands. The islands lie in a saltwater lagoon along the Adriatic Sea. A long piece of land, the Lido, has always protected the lagoon from the sea. People have lived in Venice for over 1,500 years. The first people to come to the islands were refugees from Roman cities. Because there was water all around the city, it was easy to defend. Venice became the centre of international trade and art, and by the 15th century was one of the richest cities in the world. The rich built beautiful homes, bridges, churches and piazzas, and travelled along the canals by gondola. But the water that has always protected the city is now threatening to destroy it. For a long time, industry and agriculture pumped water from under the city to use in factories and farming. As a result, the foundations of the city sank by about 20 centimetres in less than 50 years. They don't pump this water anymore, so the city isn't sinking as quickly, but it hasn't stopped completely. High tides have become more common, and the city floods more frequently than ever before. Many residents have already left Venice because the city hasn't been able to deal with the flooding. The population has dropped from over 150,000 in 1960 to fewer than 60,000 in 2013. Today, most of the people working in Venice have never actually lived there. They live on the mainland and travel to Venice every day to work in the tourist industry. Because of this, a lot of people believe that while tourism creates money and employment, it hasn't always been good for the local people. They say the industry has increased the cost of food and property, so that Venetians can't afford to live there anymore. They are worried that Venice has become a tourist destination rather than a living city. Increasing water levels and a decreasing population are two major threats to Venice. These problems need to be solved so we don't lose one of the world's most beautiful cities.